The Michael Berry Show.
Captain Sallie, welcome to the program, ma'am.
Well, thank you. How are you this morning?
Where have you been hiding all my life? I just got the nicest review on you as the airboat operator.
Awesome.
Why are you known as Dragon Lady Airboats?
Well, I think I'm a super nice person, but apparently my friends think I breathe fire from time to time.
Really?
So I guess so. So when I started my business, I was going to just go with a simple name, but they said, no, you're the Dragon Lady. It needs to be Dragon Lady Airboats.
Well, you know what's amazing is people are afraid to do anything that's kind of outside the norm. It's so memorable, right? If you were Smith Airboats or Jones Airboats or whatever else, they would have forgotten. But Dragon Lady Airboats, you remember that.
Absolutely. And I want them to remember their trip as well. I try to make it a bucket list trip for every single passenger.
When did you start this business?
About 9 years ago.
And what were you doing before that?
I was teaching school and science and decided I needed to be outside. I tried to take each class outside and get them involved in wildlife and off their telephones, off the distractions of life. And so I just decided to get my captain's license, and I actually did it the hard way. I had a small child at the time and could not leave town to go to a 2-week course to get my captain's license. So I learned everything I needed to know and then went and took my federal tests, passed everything with flying colors, got my license, and started my business.
I would guess you would be a great teacher. I can tell that you enjoy knowledge and learning. You sound very pleasant, and you have a wonderful voice, like a very nice presentation.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. What did you
very
teach?
much. And science, chemistry, physics, biology, earth science.
Did you teach in
a little bit of
Orange?
everything. I did at Community Christian School.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So where are you from, Florida?
I am originally from Melbourne, Florida.
Okay. How did you end up? So you went all the way through high school there?
No, actually, when I was young, my father moved out to Texas. So I got into airboating because at age 14, my father went on his first airboat ride and decided that was all he ever wanted to do. So I grew up in the outdoors, in the airboats. All of our family experiences were in an airboat, making trails, exploring. So I just fell in love with the outdoors, fell in love with airboats, and I build airboats with him as well. We have American Airboats in Orange.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about.
Yes, and then
I was telling the story about that. I think you're on the north side of I-10 at about Simmons Drive.
Yes, sir.
The Hogans. Do you know the Hogans? The Hogans used to live right there.
Absolutely. We own the home that they owned.
Oh, you're kidding. My dad
the
used to
RV
work
park
with
behind
Mr. Hogan. We used to go over to that house all the time.
Oh, they're amazing people.
You own that house. Wow, what a small world. I know that house very, very, very well. My dad's going to be tickled pink.
Oh, very cool.
So what is your last name?
Floyd.
Sallie Floyd.
Sallie Floyd.
Who's your father?
Stan Floyd is my father.
It's a wonder I don't know him. So American Airboats. I've called him before. In fact, I called him to spec out an airboat. It's a long story, but it's been a few years ago. I wanted to buy a boat for my brother and my dad. But it's a long story. I'll tell you off air. But anyway, y'all still make the airboats?
We sure do.
How many do you sell per year?
Oh, anywhere from 30 to 50.
How much does an airboat cost?
They average around 100,000 these days.
Okay. And what is the I don't know, what do you call the part the platform that you stand on? I don't know the proper term.
An operator's platform?
Yeah, well, no, not the elevated, but the act. You know, when you push the boat into the water, what do you call that piece of metal that you drop into the water?
The bow.
The bow. Okay, that's what I thought that was called, the bow. And then,
yes,
so y'all don't make that there. You bring that in.
No, we make it as well. We don't produce the drivetrain, but we produce pretty much everything else.
And what kind of drivetrain do y'all use? What engine is it?
Right now, we are primarily using a Pleasurecraft Marine LSX 7.4 liter naturally aspirated engine.
Ramon was wondering if it was
525
naturally
horsepower.
aspirated or not. Okay, hold on
Yes, sir.
just a moment. Captain Sallie
Sure.
of Dragon Lady Airboats. She's adorable.
This is the Michael Berry Show.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And so we got Captain Sallie on the line. She lives in a house that I know very well because my dad was friends with the owner. And it's American Airboats that I could not remember the name of that's right there off of I-10. What a small world. Of course, it's a small town. But in any case, Captain Sallie, how much does a tour take? How much does it cost?
So I take private adventures only, and you can have up to 6 passengers. Trip lasts for about an hour and a half, and it's $500.
So the 6 passengers, I had the boat up. It was 4 and then 2 up in the captain's chair, right? You and the other person?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you said they can have 5 or they can have 6?
They can have a total of 6.
Where is the 6th person?
I have 2 down on each side of me, down low.
Okay.
So that's 3 passengers in the front, 3 passengers across the back.
And it's an hour and a half?
Yes, sir.
And where do you put in? Are you over at Bluebird or are you over at y'all's? Where are you putting in?
I do put in at Bluebirds. I meet my passengers there at the dock, and I have trails that are right there. So we are immediately on some really fun trails that are almost like off-roading in a Jeep, but we're in a boat.
Were you part of
Down
that?
logs, overland.
Were you part of the English guy that came in and did the airboat tour? Was that you?
No, sir.
Okay, there was an
My
English.
father started airboat rides there when we first moved to Orange in 1988
Uh-huh.
and had Super Gator tours. And then I started mine about 9 years ago.
Is every airboat custom made?
For the most part, we have kind of standard features that are proprietary to us, and then you pick what color, engine, additional lighting, power poles, whatever extra features we discuss, and we build it customized for you.
How does an airboat compare to a traditional boat if somebody has owned boats? In what ways is it different that we wouldn't expect?
We can traverse dry land, shallow water, vegetation that no other boats can get through. They're very smooth. I have almost every single trip I take out, I get the comments that they are surprised at how smooth the airboat is.
Interesting. How many days a year do you think you go out?
At least 200.
Wow. And are you the only one doing it?
Yes, sir.
What does your dad think of all this?
Oh, he's very proud. Very proud.
Well, of course he is. He should be.
I have been driving airboats by myself since I was 9 years old, driving commercially for him at 14 years old, and it is just in my blood. I absolutely love it.
Ramon said you're out on a turkey hunt this morning. You took our call out on a turkey hunt.
I did, and I did shoot my turkey, and I'm giving him a couple minutes to bleed out. It's bow season, and so we are following the trail.
How good are you at archery?
Well, I got my first turkey. I've never shot a turkey before, and I'm first time I've ever shot a crossbow, to be honest with you. But I have been fortunate enough that you hand me a rifle, some other weapon, and I'm usually dead on.
You're my kind of girl. Do you do a turkey call yourself?
No, I do not.
Does somebody there with you do it?
No, actually, was hoping to shoot a deer this morning. I've been watching some really nice bucks come into my feeder, and these turkeys just would not leave. So I took the opportunity to get a turkey with a crossbow as well.
Well, I'm no expert in that, but that's supposed to be very difficult.
It is very difficult. They do not sit still. They are constantly moving, and it was definitely a trick to get a good shot.
Where are you hunting?
We are in Sarita, Texas. We've got a little ranch down here, close to Kingsville.
Are you married?
No, I am not.
But you have how many kids do you have?
I have one 16-year-old daughter.
And is she involved in the business?
No, sir. She wants to be a doctor, and so I'm doing everything I can to keep her focused on that.
You don't see airboat tours in her future?
No, sir.
I think that's just fantastic. So you said it's about an hour and a half for the tour. What's the most tours you've ever done in a day?
6.
6 tours. That's a long day. You're starting pretty early.
That's a very long day, and so I not only do these hour-and-a-half trips during the day, but I also offer a really neat adventure that is a sunset trip, and we leave out about 45 minutes before dark, watch the sun go down out through the trees in the marsh or the swamp, and then we spotlight alligators and bullfrogs, and it's just a little bit more mysterious out there and a very, very cool adventure.
I'd probably go through an entire ice chest on that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Hey, I cater to the group. They're welcome to bring their ice chest with whatever they'd like.
I love that you are putting Orange in such a positive spotlight. I grew up in Orange. I left, but I have very, very fond feelings toward the people and the place, and it's very, very, very good to me. I grew up before you were on. I was telling the story because I was talking about the Airboat place. Obviously, I didn't know that was your family's place, but I grew up in Riverside, like everybody else I knew grew up in Riverside.
Okay.
And then we moved over near West Orange Starks High School, and then we moved out to Orangefield. I actually lived in MacLewis, if you know where that is, I-10 and 62.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a great place to grow up. I wouldn't change it for the world. Wonderful people. I think this is the neatest thing ever, Captain Sallie.
Well, thank you, and I feel very blessed because we have got a little hidden gem of a swamp that I'm able to traverse and take my passengers back through the Blue Elbow Swamp, and it's...
For some reason, Ramon found a turkey call and feels the need to interrupt our conversation with it. But he's very excited. He's already called his wife, and they're going to be coming to Orange to take his 2 boys on an airboat tour. He's extremely excited. How booked
Fabulous.
up are you?
I stay extremely booked up, so it's best to call about 2 weeks in advance.
Well,
if it's a holiday coming up, then sometimes even more than that. I have waiting lists.
I suspect that's going to get a whole lot worse after this conversation. Online, she is Dragon Lady Airboats. You are just adorable. Thank you for being on with us, Captain Sallie.
Thank you for having me on. I sure appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. How about that, Ramon? There's so many neat people around. You know, if you just keep your mind open, there's so many interesting people, things that people think are, average run-of-the-mill. You get them talking, and you realize people are just fast. I mean, she interrupted her turkey. She shot the turkey. She's letting him bleed out, has a conversation, and goes back to get her turkey.
Berry from Orange, Texas, and you're listening to my son on the Michael Berry Show.